In this series, we'll dive into the emotional spectrum and its various lantern corps, exploring the origins of each, their powerful emotional entities, and the abilities their rings grant. We'll also highlight 3 of the most notable members from each corps, showing how they wield the emotional forces of the universe. From the willpower of the Green Lanterns to the rage of the Red Lanterns, join us as we explore the cosmic forces shaping the DC universe. Green Lantern Corps, Willpower. The Green Lantern Corps is powered by willpower, the most stable and controllable emotion in the emotional spectrum. Created by the Guardians of the Universe, the Green Lanterns use the green light to maintain order and peace across the universe. Their power source is the entity Ion, a cosmic whale-like being representing will. The Corps is made up of various species from across the universe, each tasked with protecting their assigned sectors. Famous Green Lanterns include Hal Jordan, who is often hailed as the greatest of all, John Stewart, a skilled strategist and former Marine, and Kyle Rayner, an artist who became the last Green Lantern when the Corps was destroyed. The Green Lanterns are known for their incredible constructs, which are limited only by the user's willpower and imagination. Their most notable weakness is the reliance on inner strength. If a Green Lantern loses confidence or succumbs to fear, their power weakens.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power Green Lantern's light.
Sinestro Corps, Fear. The Sinestro Corps, founded by Sinestro, harnesses the yellow light of fear. Fear is one of the more volatile emotions in the spectrum, and those who wield it can incite terror in others. The power of this corps comes from Parallax, a parasitic entity that embodies fear and has possessed several beings, including Hal Jordan. Sinestro, a former Green Lantern turned antagonist, created this corps to rule the universe through fear, believing that order must be maintained by force. The Sinestro Corps is notorious for its brutality and strict hierarchy, with Arquilo, a fierce warrior, serving as its drill sergeant. Amon Sur, the vengeful son of Abin Sur, is another well-known member. The Sinestro Corps frequently clashes with the Green Lanterns, embodying the constant struggle between willpower and fear, as the two are diametrically opposed forces in the emotional spectrum.
In blackest day, in brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power, Sinestro's might.
Red Lantern Corps, Rage. The Red Lantern Corps is fueled by the overwhelming emotion of rage. Created by Atrocitus, the sole survivor of a massacre caused by the Guardians' manhunters, this corps is driven by vengeance and anger. The Red Lanterns draw their power from the Butcher, a bull-like entity that represents unbridled fury. When a Red Lantern wields a ring, their heart is replaced by the ring's power, and their blood is replaced with a corrosive substance they can weaponize. Atrocitus leads the Red Lanterns, often driven by his deep hatred for the Guardians. Bleeze, a former aristocrat tortured by the Sinestro Corps, and Dexstar, a vengeful cat, are notable members. The Red Lanterns lack the ability to create complex constructs like the Green Lanterns, but their sheer power and rage make them incredibly dangerous. Their emotion often makes them uncontrollable, but when they can channel their rage, they are formidable adversaries.
With blood and rage of crimson red, ripped from a corpse so freshly dead, together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all. That is your fate.
The Blue Lantern Corps is powered by hope, an emotion that requires willpower to manifest into action. Founded by Ganthet and Syed, rogue guardians of the universe, the Blue Lanterns tap into the light of hope to bring peace and healing. Their power is amplified when near a Green Lantern, as hope is most effective when paired with will. The entity representing hope is Adara, a bird-like creature that personifies optimism. Saint Walker, the first and most famous Blue Lantern, is known for his calm demeanor and spiritual leadership. Alongside him is Brother Worth, an elephant-like member who symbolizes peace, and Sister Circe, who spreads hope throughout the universe. While the Blue Lanterns cannot create constructs as offensively powerful as the Green Lanterns, their rings can heal and boost the power of other lanterns. In dire situations, they can even neutralize the effects of the red, orange, and yellow rings.
In fearful day, in raging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars, for hope burns bright.
The Indigo tribe harnesses the power of compassion, represented by the entity proselyte, a squid-like creature. This corps is unique in that it often takes in members who previously lacked compassion, many of whom were criminals or emotionally hardened individuals. The Indigo tribe's power is mysterious, allowing its members to channel the abilities of other Lantern Corps they encounter, making them versatile. They carry indigo staves, which can project powerful energy, and the rings of the tribe can teleport its members across vast distances. Indigo 1, Iroke, the leader of the tribe, was once a ruthless killer before being changed by the Indigo light. Monk, her right-hand man, is another notable member. Even Black Hand, a prominent villain, was temporarily made a member of the Indigo tribe in an attempt to redeem him. The Indigo tribe's power of compassion enables them to empathize with others and offer redemption. This has no official translation, but here is an interesting one I have found. In sorrowful day, in misfortunate night, we help those who need our might. With the lantern power of Abensur, we rid your misery with compassionate might. The Star Sapphire Corps draws its power from love, represented by the entity, the Predator. Formed by the Zamarons, a race of female guardians, the Star Sapphires use their power to protect the universe through the force of love. However, love is a complicated emotion in the emotional spectrum, and when wielded excessively, it can become possessive and dangerous. Carol Ferris, the longtime love interest of Hal Jordan, is the most famous Star Sapphire, and often finds herself torn between her love for Hal and her duties as a Star Sapphire. Other prominent members include Fatality, Yura Sinral, a former Green Lantern adversary who found redemption through love, and Miri Riam, a compassionate member seeking to spread love after the death of her husband. The Star Sapphires are powerful warriors, able to encase their enemies in crystal prisons or heal those they love. But their rings can also enslave others to their will if the love becomes obsessive.
For hearts long lost and full of fright, for those alone in blackest night, accept our ring and join our fight. Love conquers all with violet light.
The Orange Lantern Corps is unique, representing the emotion of avarice, greed, and powered by the entity Ophidian, a snake-like creature that embodies endless hunger. The Corps has only one true member, Larfleeze, also known as Agent Orange, who hoards the entire power of the orange light. Larfleeze is consumed by greed, and anyone who comes into contact with the orange light is killed and turned into an energy construct that Larfleeze can control. Glomulus, one of Larfleeze's more recognizable constructs, is a small but dangerous being. At one point, Lex Luthor, notorious for his greed, temporarily wielded an orange ring during the events of Blackest Night. Larfleeze's immense greed gives him nearly unlimited power, but it also isolates him, as he trusts no one and cannot share the power of his ring. The Orange Lantern's power is among the most dangerous in the emotional spectrum, but it also consumes its user, making them obsessed with their own desires.
What's mine is mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, not yours.
The Black Lantern Corps represents death, and is powered by Necron, the embodiment of death itself. The Black Lantern Corps is unique in that its members are not living beings, but reanimated corpses. Using the black light of death, Black Hand, Necron's herald, raises fallen heroes, villains, and civilians to become Black Lanterns, turning them into emotionless zombies. The Black Lantern Corps was central to the Blackest Night event, where they sought to extinguish all life in the universe. Famous characters reanimated as Black Lanterns include Martian Manhunter, Aquaman, and Batman, although it was later revealed that the Batman was a clone. These undead lanterns have the ability to drain the emotions of the living, weakening them, and eventually killing them. The Black Lantern Corps is a terrifying force, embodying the ultimate end of life and the absence of emotion, making them one of the most dangerous and feared factions in the DC universe. The blackest night falls from the skies, The darkness grows as all light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise. The White Lantern Corps harnesses the power of life, a combination of all the emotions within the emotional spectrum. The White Lantern power comes from the entity, a being that embodies the very essence of life in the universe. The White Lanterns were introduced during the events of Blackest Night, where the power of life was needed to combat the Black Lantern Corps' death forces. Kyle Rayner, a Green Lantern known for his ability to master the entire emotional spectrum, is the most famous White Lantern, having become one after mastering all other emotions. Sinestro also briefly became a White Lantern in his attempt to defeat Necron, and Boston Brand, Deadman, a ghostly hero, was resurrected as a White Lantern as well. The White Lanterns possess the power to bring the dead back to life, and can heal, protect, and create in ways no other Lantern Corps can. Their power represents the balance of all emotions, and is the ultimate defense against death itself.
In brightest day, there will be light, to cleanse the soul and set wrongs right. When darkness falls, look to the skies. A new dawn comes. Let there be light.
The Ultraviolet Lantern Corps is powered by Umbrax, an invisible entity drawn to planets rife with self-destruction. It surrounds and energizes these worlds, pulling them and their inhabitants into the Ultraviolet Corps. Unlike other lanterns, members are controlled by Umbrax, feeding on their repressed negative emotions. John Stewart became the first recruit, as Sinestro exploited his affinity for the unseen light. Sinestro used John to guide Umbrax to Earth, nearly enslaving the planet. However, Sinestro found a way to bind the ultraviolet energy to himself, using special fibers in his costume to avoid its control. John, through his own willpower, also overcame Umbrax, gaining the power without losing himself. Sinestro's mastery of the energy brought Earth to the brink of being absorbed into his core.
By shield of day and shield of night, we feed and grow beyond all sight. Your darkest self shall be our night. Wield the sword of unseen light.
As we explored the diverse Lantern Corps, we shown each embodies a unique emotion, shaping their members and guiding their actions. The Green Lanterns stand as guardians of will, while the fear-driven Sinestro Corps imposes control through terror. From the relentless pursuit of power in the Orange Lantern Corps to the unwavering hope of the Blue Lanterns, each group plays a crucial role in the cosmic balance. This emotional spectrum reflects the complexities of the universe, highlighting the enduring struggle between light and darkness. Ultimately, the fate of the cosmos rests in the hands of those who wield these powerful rings.